just finished recording this episode and it hit me that this is episode number 50. And I just want to say that I'm so grateful for you being here. This community and this space that we're creating together, it means the world to me. So thank you for being here and thank you for listening in every week. You are absolutely fabulous and fantastic and awesome, and you are the best. Enjoy the episode. Welcome to the Pelvic Power Podcast. My name is Penny, and I am the host of this lovely space. I am a pelvic floor yoga teacher who teaches people with pelvic pain how to use movement, breathwork, and body awareness to ease and manage their pain while living a pleasurable life. In this space, we'll be talking about all things taboo because we love it, and how to support your lovely pelvis and your lovely self on this journey that you are on. I'm very happy that you are here, and I hope that you enjoy this episode. Welcome back to another episode of the Pelvic Power Podcast. I'm very happy that you are here today. So right now I am in my luteal phase. Can I get a whoop whoop? I'm actually feeling really good mentally, and I do, there's a word I'm looking for here. I do contribute it to my morning walks a little bit, actually. But I'm feeling really good mentally, which I do usually not, but I'm feeling good. My skin, however, that's another problem in itself, but we're taking the win. I'm feeling good mentally. I'm going to let that carry me forward. So I am here in my luteal phase. And I'm still recording, so I'm very proud of myself. This week, so you know how we've spoken about wins. Do you have any wins this week that you can give yourself a little bit of credit for? I actually have two wins. Maybe no, three wins. Three wins because there's two in one. So win number one, it's now been a month of my daily morning whimsical walks. And I started doing them because mentally and emotionally I needed to. I needed there to be a shift in what I was going through. And I was like, fresh air, sunshine, not being on my screen first thing in the morning. There's three wins in one. Like, let's just go. Movement is just a little added on top of that. I've done that for a month now, and I'm setting my alarm. I'm getting up. I'm going out for a walk. There's not even a question about it. Even if I'm tired, setting my alarm for 6 a.m., tired, gonna go teach 2 back-to-back hot yoga classes, I'm fucking going. And I can tell that I have a lot more energy from doing these morning walks, and I feel so much clearer. And it feels like life is just more easy, if that makes sense. Because once you start doing something to actually support yourself, yeah, life is gonna be easier. That's just the way of life. That is win number one. So go me, a month of walking, doing my daily morning walks. Yay. And then I saw my gynecologist last week. Two wins in this win. First one, my skin has never looked better. My LS skin has never looked better. I started seeing her 2 years ago, and tried a bunch of different treatments to get my skin up and glowing again, and now it is glowing. She propped up two pictures of my vulva. Have your gynecologist take pictures of your vulva, prop them up next to each other. The difference made me emotional. Like the first picture that she took years ago, white. Now it looks like glowing skin. It looks like a healthy vulva. It looks really good. And that made me very happy to see. Even though I am still in pain, that made me so happy to see. Second win within this, we are finally, drum roll please, that was my drum. We are finally popping my clit. So if you've been around for a while, you know that this has been a goal of mine, and I'm really excited about this. Also a little bit, no, I don't want to say scared. I'm so excited. I'm nervous, definitely nervous. I've already had 4 surgeries down there, but this is a little procedure. They're going to open up about half a centimeter. I am going to get put under half a centimeter to open up the area a little bit. So I always tend to tear to the left on my clit. And I'm thinking in my head, if we start to move that skin up a little bit, how is that going to maybe change the pain itself? If it does not, then we're going to go from there. We got other options, baby. But I'm most excited about having a little teeny tiny bigger clit. Like that's what I'm super excited about because how is that going to change pleasure for me? How is that going to change my ability to orgasm? So I'm very excited about this part of the journey that I am on. So yay, 3 wins this week. If you can think of a win, I want to hear about it. Tell me your win. It doesn't have to be something big. It can be something small. Like look at me in my walks. That's a little win, but it just makes such a huge difference for me. Walking into today's episode. So this is actually the second time that I'm pressing record for this episode. I recorded it, but I just started rambling on because you know that I don't usually have notes for my podcast. I just say whatever comes up for me. However, there were so many things that were coming up, so I had to press pause and then re-record, and I actually made a little list here of things. Not a list, more like guidance of where we're going with this episode because yeah, it was a little bit all over the place. Today when I woke up this morning, I was like, what do I want to talk about on the podcast today? I don't know, but I do want to talk about something with alignment. So, there's an episode that I recorded about a year ago. Episode 27 is called What in Your Life is Not Aligning with Your Pelvic Journey. And that is something that I woke up with this morning. So, let's do a little there's a word again, I'm losing my words today. Let's do a little scope of your life, of what is not aligning, what is not in alignment with how you want to feel, how what you want to accomplish for your health, for your being when as you go forward from this moment that you're listening to this podcast. Let's do a little scope here. Let's have a look at your life. What is not in alignment with you? So when I look at my pelvic pain is more than just physical. It affects me mentally, emotionally, spiritually, energetically. And I look at my pain like that and it helps me. It actually helps me a lot. So I encourage you to do the same. What in your life do you feel like maybe isn't supporting you in where you want to go, where you want to head? And that doesn't have to be a pelvic goal. It can be any goal that you feel like that would make your life easier and also easier for you to handle your pain and easier for you to take the next step on your healing journey. So, let's say, for example, you know that something in your life is not working out. There needs to be a shift. You can feel that there needs to be a shift, and it doesn't have to be something major. Again, it can be something really small. Like we're doing small things in this area of our life or in this era of our life. We're doing small things in our era in the era that we are in right now. I don't know why. I just love that word, era, and I most definitely blame Taylor Swift. I call everything an era right now. I was having dinner with my friends the other day, and for a while there, we were all dating men, and then now we're not dating men anymore, and we're just like, this is not our single girl era. This is like, I am so confidently very comfortable in where I'm heading in my life era. I do not have to stress about relationship era. We made everything into an era and then we just kept on going from there. I thought it was pretty hilarious. But where you are right now and where you want to go, what is not in alignment with you as a whole, not just when it comes to your pelvic pain? And where are you maybe contributing to the shift that isn't happening right now? Where are you maybe hitting your upper limit, as Gay Hendricks would say? So there's a book, Gay Hendricks wrote it, and it's called The Big Leap. I think it's called The Big Leap. And he's talking about upper limit. And it is when you get to a part of your life where you're starting to feel good, you're starting to feel in alignment, everything is jamming, life is going on, and then something happens because you hit your upper limit and it feels like, oh, it just happened out of nowhere. And I got nothing to do with it. So one of them might be life is good, I'm working out, I'm feeling fantastic, and then I get sick. And that sucks. That absolutely fucking sucks. And that's an upper limit. However, how are you contributing to that? If you started to dive a little bit deeper into it, you're feeling yourself getting sick. Maybe you're going to do a workout even though you're feeling yourself getting a little bit sick. What would have happened if you actually rested instead? Would you have actually have gotten sick? Things like that. So he's saying that you're hitting the upper limit because there's a plateau where you get to like, you're feeling like your most fantastic self, and then something's going to happen, and that's an upper limit problem. You have to get over that upper limit problem. I have no idea if I'm explaining this correctly because it's been years since I read this book, but that's what I'm thinking about. How are you maybe contributing to yourself not moving forward, not feeling that energy shift that you are craving in your life right now? So, for example, let's say that you are on TikTok and you are seeing all these pelvic things that you can do for yourself to support your pelvis, whatever. Maybe you've hired someone, maybe you got a coach, maybe you're going to see a pelvic physio, and you're like, I'm really going to go for it. I'm going to go all in because I believe in myself and I know that I deserve to live with less pain. Let's fucking go. So you sign up for a gym because you know that if you're at home, you're not going to do the exercises. That's just not going to happen. I'm going to sign up for a gym so I can be in that environment and just feel a little bit more inspired. But then you end up not going to the gym. So now you're paying for the gym that you're not going to. And then on top of that, perhaps, maybe you are giving yourself shit or shaming yourself for not going to the gym. Those are two things that you are doing that are not supporting yourself. First off, you're not going to the gym, and that's just a fact. Second off, you're shaming yourself for not going to the gym. What if there could just be one thing that you weren't doing that wasn't supporting you there? You're not going to the gym. Let that be it. Why does there have to be shame in you not going to the gym? And how is that shame, that anxiety, the feelings that you're feeling towards yourself, how is that maybe contributing to you living with more pain? So I'm just using the gym as an example, but it can be anything. It can be anything. You sign up for an EFT course, you sign up for my online membership, and you're paying for it, but you're not actually doing the practices, and then you're shaming yourself for it. Can you just let it be for what it is? Okay, you're not doing that right now, and then let that be. I know that it's super hard because that's what I woke up with this morning. Where do you think I got the inspiration from this episode? So here's the thing. I'm just going to be completely transparent. I love wine. I love drinking a glass of wine. I do not drink a lot. I'm not a drinker. I come from a family of alcoholism. I do not drink a lot, but I do love me some wine. I love going out for dinner. I love having wine. I haven't had any alcohol in about a month since I started doing my morning walks. I haven't had any alcohol. I feel great. Then yesterday I had a day off, and I don't often take a day off either. I work a lot, and I was sitting there talking to my friend. We were out for like a little app and a little drink. And I was saying, I have a really hard time relaxing and just being in the moment and enjoying my life because I feel like I need to be working. I feel like I need to do something. I feel like I need to create something. I just have a really hard time being in this moment. And then when I woke up this morning, I had a really hard time getting out of bed. One, because I don't sleep well when I've had alcohol. Two, I was so shaming myself for having alcohol. And then three, I couldn't allow myself to actually enjoy having a day off, drinking a glass of wine, because I was shitting on myself so much. There's so many different ways to look at how I'm not contributing or how I am contributing to me not moving forward, to me not moving towards where I want to feel in my business, in my personal life, how I want to support myself, my body, my being. And that's where the inspiration for this episode came in because when I woke up this morning, I was lying in bed. Tay was trying to eat me. She was like biting me all over. And I was just tired. I didn't have the best sleep. And I was like, oh, I should go out for a walk. But then again, I knew that I wasn't working early this morning. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stay in bed for a little while longer today, and then I'm gonna get up. And can I actually allow myself to stay in bed for a little while longer just to lay here and heal whatever emotions are coming up for me right now? And then use the walk to shift that energy to actually feel a bit better. I went for the walk. I felt great. I love going out saying hi to people. I always make it into like yeah, I like to romanticize my life. The first person that I see, I make an effort to look them in the eye, to smile, and to say hi. Because first of all, this is my first interaction for the day. Second of all, you don't know what this person is going through in their life. Maybe that is the only smile that they're getting. I'm getting emotional right now. One coworker once asked me, when I leave work, I always walk around and intentionally say bye to the people that I'm working with. And she asked me, why do you always walk around and like say bye? Most people just leave. You don't know what people are going through. You don't know if they have any other connection with any other person besides at work. And also, I live by myself. I like connecting with other people. I'm a social person. I love to be in my own space. I love it, but I'm a social person and I need that for my mental, emotional, and energetical health. I need to feel connected to other people. It's important to me. And I know that if I feel that way, many other people do too. Maybe if they even can't put the words into it. Connection is important. So when I woke up this morning, I went for the walk. I said hi to a couple people, met some dogs, cuddled some dogs. It was great. And then I came home, had breakfast, meditated, and then I sat in that sense of like, oomph, like the exciting feeling of I don't know what the day has to offer. And I love feeling that feeling throughout my meditation because then I can continue to record content and here we are. And I know that right now I'm in alignment with where I want to go and how I want to feel because I took the time to actually ease out of the shameful feelings that I was going through that were maybe contributing to me living with more pain. If you are on my wavelength, I know that many of you will jam with this, but also if you are not there, that's totally fine. Take what resonates, leave the rest. I always say this. Take what resonates, leave the rest. So, what is actually not in alignment with how you want to feel, how you want to show up for yourself? What is not supporting you on your journey to where you are going? And one thing that I really like to see, like one thing I love seeing in my students is that they ask questions. They start to investigate on their healing journey. They're like, oh, this feels good. This does not feel good. Why is this feeling good? How can I learn more about myself? And I get messages like that all the time, and it makes me really excited. And if you don't know where to start, download this month's bingo card. If you haven't done so already, do so. I had two students in my last pelvic floor yoga class. They've downloaded it and they printed it, and it made me so happy to see. And they made it into like a fun little thing, like, oh, we're from the older population. We downloaded our bingo card and printed it. You can print it. You can hang it on your fridge, on your bathroom mirror when you're brushing your teeth. You can look at it and you're like, oh, what can I do today for my pelvis? I created this for more pelvic ease and relief in your life. So it's just something fun that you can do instead of just like having a list where if you're feeling like, oh, I don't know what to do for my pelvis today, you have 25 things that you can do. And then tell me which one's your favorite thing. You can you can use it as your screensaver on your computer. Do what feels more in alignment with you, for you. Because this is your journey. You get to choose how you are supporting yourself and whether you want to support yourself, to be honest. And it also comes down to the nervous system work that we're doing too. If you are constantly in fight or flight, or if you're in freeze, maybe you're noticing that I can't, like, it feels impossible to do any of that work. It feels impossible to download it and actually look at it. That's totally fine. How can you do one thing to actually shift the energy that you are going through right now? Again, you can hire someone, you can go see someone, you can come to our pelvic floor yoga classes. How can you shift from that fight and flight to make yourself feel like life is a little bit more possible, even if it's just you taking 5 minutes a day for yourself right now, and then 5 minutes for your pelvic health. On that note, I'm going to get going. It's funny, I went to see the Taylor Swift movie yesterday, and when she ended the movie, it was like she didn't know what to say. And I looked at my friend and I was like, this is me recording a podcast episode. I never know how to end my podcast episode. I'm just like, rambling something something. And that's how I felt. So I really resonated with Taylor Swift in that moment. So I hope you have a lovely day and that you're looking after your beautiful self. Go cross something off the bingo card and then tell me what it was that you crossed off. I love you so much. Thank you for being here. Bye.